I could probably find my badge sometime.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
What were you hoping for?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
We could just find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Do you propose that we do not investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay. That sounds like a plan, Kim. I like it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late hour?
Oh shit, it is late. Don't you ever sleep?
Matter of fact, I don't.
Why?
I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, you see.
I think I have that too.
Don't worry. It's curable. With questions. Ask me some. It'll help pass this night.
Hey, I talked to Everett Claire.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
He's a bloated rainbow socialist. You know what? I'll be cagey. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
Oh, yeah, just discussing. Just innocent, friendly conversation.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. The money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared it from... Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
It's subjectively the worst answer.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Just barely.
And conventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detective.
That's a terrible cover, but it's the best one you've got.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. It's almost ready to be sound soon. He's helping. He's helping.
Yes. As you said.
Yeah, I did say that.
Please don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to say something else, please.
Wait, what?
Totally slanderous. Maybe you've gotten into one tiny loop once.
Of course. Thank you for the advice. I'm glad you are here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
The lieutenant will be more lenient towards sharing those, hopefully.
But Mr. Everard is helping me find... Now that you've told me not to get into a loop...
Oh.
The lieutenant, he's
Unconventional.
Oh, okay.
Incredible. Simply incredible.
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
I'd rather talk about something else.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Let's talk about the drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth?
Meth and
Oh, yeah,
dextroamphetamine,
actually
CBD,
meth!
and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
I was expecting some kind of, like, weird fantasy drug, but it's just meth.
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Why are you trying to shut down the party pipeline? Alright, materials come from Samar to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Why are you trying to shut down the party pipeline?
I assure you, officer, these are not the sort of parties you'd want to attend.
She has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
So you would like us to investigate then?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everard and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this? I have bolt cutters.
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
Vulnerable how? Like to questioning or like to a landmine?
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just
To
now.
questioning.
Interview
That's
the
fine.
drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
So this isn't a coincidence, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
A cold breath rushes in from the bay. making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
Fucking misery.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why not sooner?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Oh, that would be the pissing contest that Kim was talking about.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Even though we've just said that we don't have any proof, what proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So, drugs then?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Alright, I made up my mind.
Yes?
We'll see, we'll take it. We'll see what it does.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I know one of them very well.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Alright.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Donation in hand. I believe it is time to turn in for the evening. Rims saved. I honestly feel like it is that guy. Hide in plain sight, right? Hold on. What was that? Well, that sucks. Did I, like, miss a shivers or something? Oh, I really dig this, like, really, like, low-key, Whirling in Rags, late night theme.
Can I help you?
I have the money.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have the money.
Well?
100 real.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I have
I'll
that.
take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Okay. Well, now that we've done all that stuff that we didn't do the first time, let's save in case the game decides to lock up again.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Yeah, it looks good in there. We still doing the debrief?
Just a moment. You had some questions.
Yeah,
earlier,
let's
I
go.
believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
That does make sense.
The
I
air
was...
outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then
There is still like a little bit of a skip there. Like it doesn't transition super smoothly. Like the camera blinks out for a second and then it kind of jerks up to position.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Well, I don't condone this, but there's a lot of things going on here that I don't condone. So let's see where this goes.
Your call, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night.
Below, the city trembles with its remaining lights. People are rushing home, running away from home, smoking, sleeping, singing in the shower. Edges of dining tables, hands, aprons flicker through windows before the lights go out.
Oh, I thought I was going to borrow one of his.
Your call, detective.
Below, the city
Alright, how'd you get so
trembles with
cool?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Fair.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
Alright, the debrief then.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
We performed a cursory initial inspection of the victim's body.
We did do that.
Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
Can't wait to shoot more shit! I was born with a gun in my hands! I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. You had confidence, right?
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. We still have to perform the autopsy, though, and there's more work to be done at the crime scene. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Yep, the body is just lying there. Cause we started doing the autopsy, and then Kim was like, I want to take a break, and then he was like, it's getting late, we should go to bed. And I was like, yeah, you right. And then we went on the you know, find money excursion. I love doing interviews and people love me. They love bathing in my glory.
I'm sure. Well, we conducted an interview with Ava Claire. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I want a name I haven't ruined yet.
You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We tried to interview the Wild Palms rep, But she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
That's contextual based on how much you actually run, isn't it?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do anything, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
How's my shirt?
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
That's a good point. If I hadn't found the other shoe. Well, if I hadn't, it's actually out here on this balcony. I wonder if there's a bit where he's like, oh, here's your other shoe. So what do we actually do in the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Would that not be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Who would take money from people of less than 1,000 real? Who would do that? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Alright, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
What if they resist?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event. There is a slight physical revulsion in him while saying that. But he's worked through it in the intervening years.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Of course you've killed people. It's somewhere down there, melting in all the drink.
I probably have.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
So what happens if I kill someone on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
And then we never talk about it again. And we all agree that everything was fine.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
That sounds nice. I wish we had that. What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Who makes the rules?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the people.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralintern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
What is that?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
No, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got it. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
That's fair.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What are your opinions?
The Moralintern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Well, I have an opinion.
Do you?
We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Oh, wow! Or just straight up, like, alt-right shit. Just go full alt-right toxic masculinity. Feels like 3 is the properly leftist answer.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilantes are not great.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses, the red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string, from east to west, as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Let's just stare out for a bit.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, you know. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
Oh, that would have been cool! That would have been cool. Monday is over at the literal end of Monday. Missed opportunities. What about Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope we can do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this. This has been very nice.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Boy, I'm sitting on like 3 skill points I gotta put into something.
Yes?
Nah, we're good. See you in the morning.
Yes?
Bye.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
The expression. Hold on, we can do this. First off, chain cutters. Secondly, electrochemistry. I know we got some.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's lean into it. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because that'll give me the retry. All right, we'll try this. Actually, let's go with this first. And if I'm gonna go with this first, because I feel like that might give me buffs for the other things. Yeah, I thought so. Gotta put my interfacing clothes on.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
That's pretty good odds.
With the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Excellent.
Told you that you needed
Yeah!
those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Boy, I needed that!
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
No more steam. Okay. We're in there. I was right. Now, fingerless gloves go back on. Is there anything bringing down a stat? No, electrochemistry still up. Authority, shivers, esprit de corps. Encyclopedia, good.
A mirror hangs
All right,
on
let's
the
try it.
bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
We'll try it.
It belongs to the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the fade of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
With room to spare! Let's go! Didn't even need that damn hat!
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Yeah, disco.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Why did I start doing it?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now.
Why
Only
do
the grimace remains.
Why do I feel like I needed to go and do, like, finger guns?
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols.
Yeah,
to
that's
the mix,
right.
Because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
I don't think I like that, but how long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Does this have anything to do with why I became a cop and drunk myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
That's probably fine. Does it have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Well, I guess that's that.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
This has gone exactly the way I wanted it to. We went from an 8% check to a 58% check. Because, you know, we did things in order. And rolled a fucking clutch 11. Stop making that face.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Fuck that.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Stop
It's barely covered in steam
making the
anymore.
expression.
It's your face in the mirror. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted
Yeah,
it
that
for
worked.
God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Oh, actually, in the art, it changed as well. I don't know if this is better. Do we feel better about it? I
The
can't...
bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
I can't believe I fed another point into electrochemistry to do that. As if electrochemistry wasn't giving me enough.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
I think it's fine to sleep now. Should we put the bolt cutters down first? It's probably fine. Unless it's not.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
That was weird, but okay. Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Let's check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
The pillow? Is it the pillow? It might be the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps.
Oh god, I hate
the
that.
pillowcase smells oddly.
Oh, I hate the lumpy pillow.
Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
That's just me. Other side then.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Okay, but who killed him though?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Okay, no more thoughts.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
That's rapid eye movement. I remember this, but this feels very much like the last thing that I did in my first playthrough. Are we about to get ancient reptilian brain here? Yeah, I definitely remember this.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I don't remember anything.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I assume I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
Hey, what is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve the case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh, it's withdrawal. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense, because I didn't do any drugs yesterday, so it's probably withdrawal. Oh god, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head, like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Did I even take my clothes off to sleep?
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, I do have to go do the field autopsy, so that's not entirely untrue.
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What is happening?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Nah, I feel really super good, though.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some money.
I don't think it's pumped all of it out.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
What's speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
No, I'm good. I don't have to die. I can do it. My endurance stat is super high.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's exactly what I would expect electrochemistry to tell me to like continue opting into addiction. I can do this. Half the town won't be dead unless it is.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
So this is like a conventionally good choice to make, but I can't help but feel like there's going to be, like, severe consequences for it. We have a thought to entertain here. Shit, I've got 3 skill points to spend? I thought I only had 2. Okay, well, we gotta put them into something. Reaction speed's really good. I'm gonna pump that. I'm gonna save 1 for if I need it. Like to re-roll something. With perception. I don't know if those are good. I do want to, you know, I'm tempted to, like, bring up some of my lower stats. You know, just to get, like, a more decent baseline. But at the same time, Punch Girl. Boy, there are so many things to do. First things first, is there anyone on the balcony? There is no one on the balcony. I was thinking we would knock, but I guess that's fine.
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside.
Then we're leaving. Aha. Maybe I talked to them. I remember them being there, but I thought I did it on the first day.
Morning.
Morning.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men Guard told us about?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep.
Dude,
It's them by
same.
the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Man, that really puts the power dynamic in perspective, doesn't it? Like, you're a police force, but you don't really have that strong of jurisdiction, so you're just trying to, like, you know, you're just trying to figure things out without stirring the pot too much. Because even the police is like, dude, it's one murder, it ain't worth this.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger. Just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
Thanks, Half-Light. Why do we have to talk to them?
Everything points to the Dockworkers Union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Alright, let's do it.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, let's do it. We're here, they're here. I put points into strong.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
But why?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I know that Kim has to leave a lot of decisions to me because that's gameplay, but boy, is it a terrible decision.